Hey, what's up, guys? This is the Only Paint Podcast with your host, Messenger and
Tammy.
And today we're going to discuss Paint Cult 5, the custom paint classes we've got coming up in Houston. I'm super excited.
Very excited. It's going to be a good time. A little product placement in the thing here.
So, we're doing Paint Cult at Sawyer Yards this year, which is an amazing location. There's just murals everywhere. Sawyer Yards is art studios. And so there's these artists that work in there that do any kind of art you can imagine, from sculpture, painting, oil painting, flower arrangements,
This
just
woman that
everything.
does really cool like butterflies, where she takes the real butterflies and she makes really cool art out of them.
They're gorgeous.
Yeah.
It's incredible the color she's able to draw out of those. And we're super excited that we get to host it there. Last year we did it at a fairgrounds, and don't get me wrong, it was cool and all, but it was just not really, there was no vibe. It wasn't conducive, to the environment we were trying to bring. This new place is definitely conducive to the vibe.
Yeah. And not just that, there's so much like artistic stuff around, even just on the murals, that it's like you're kind of going to be inspired just by seeing that stuff there. It's very creative, very bright, very vivid.
On top of that, there are lots and lots of little restaurants all around, and big restaurants all within walking distance. There's a little coffee house right there. So all your needs will be taken care of. They've got beer, they've got everything.
Yep.
It's awesome. And then also, too, like if you got some downtime, some free time, especially if you're staying in the area, there's like a couple little places that have like putt-putt golf and rock climbing, indoor rock climbing. It's not far from tons of awesome bars.
At night, Houston's like, it's a vibe.
Yeah.
At night, it lights up. It's completely different than during the day. Like places that aren't even open during the day open up at night. And there is a lot within that vicinity to be able to do.
And it's very close to downtown. And downtown at night is just awesome. Yeah. It's just a lot of fun.
Yeah. And I will say there is a lot to do to where you wouldn't even have to go downtown, in my opinion. In Montrose and the Heights and all of that area, there's so much to do. But you have to go downtown. You have to see it. You have to go.
So let's talk a little bit about the classes. We've got 10 different classes, and then each one of those classes has between 1 and 2 instructors, depending on the class. And then on top of that, we have another 10, what we call our bonus instructors. And this is something that I've always wanted to do because people always ask to rotate in and out of classes. And that's not really possible because you really want, for the full experience, to stick in your one class and really push through your project. That said, having the bonus instructors coming in, they can teach you a lot of different perspectives, a lot of different ideas. We've got some very, very, very talented people that just do things totally different than anybody else.
Right.
So I think that's super neat.
I will say when I did the takeover classes, I liked the idea of the rotation because it was different than everybody else, and it allowed everybody to kind of like find where they belonged. Like you might decide that you want to take a class, but you start doing it and you don't really feel like it's the thing you want to do.
Right.
The issue is that I also listened to the instructors, and it was a nightmare for the instructors. It's very difficult for them to keep track when you're rotating and like you being there for a couple days and then going to this and going to that. So I understand it's not conducive to helping
from an
conductors.
instructor point of view, it's difficult.
Right.
It's difficult
from
to
the
keep up with.
And like the person who's taking the class, I think they loved it because it gave them a little bit of everything.